everyone. Yes, that looks like an amazing crowd. So here I would begin with a story of a little girl. So it's not a presentation, don't worry about it. So this is a little girl who in 1998 drawn up a science project with the name World is a Classroom, Room is a University, where she advised that someday North American student would be able to interact with me in India, and a student from Australia I can interact, and similarly with the teachers. So this was the science project. And then the idea got strengthened up when she was preparing for her IIT JEE preparations and engineerings. She faced shortage of expert faculties and unavailability as well. Then distance and commutation. Growing up or getting up early in the morning at 4 a.m. and traveling around 150 kilometers per day was her daily schedule. And now the online modes of examinations coming up. So that was a problem faced by this little girl, and she decided something should be done. Something should be done to make the life better of the new generation which is coming up on her way. So she completed her engineering in computers, worked with IBM India for a while to learn the computers, and then graduated from ISB Hyderabad for business knowledge. And then after 10 years of strong research and openings, these were the 5 solutions, which they call it the power of 5E. The first is named as E-lectures, which are pre-recorded video lectures, which are available anywhere, anytime. Then the second, we all know e-learning, any kind of learning material, from notes, from question answers, from books, anything and everything that a child requires. The testing platform and a query solution. And the fourth was an interesting platform. You have learned everything, grasped everything, but how do you remember and recall at the right time? For that, scientific technique of remembering was also developed after researches to provide them to the students. So this was the power of 5E that the girl thought and put it into practice as well. Now the modes of delivery were very important for this to reach not only developed countries but also developing countries. In the morning, Clark was mentioning about mobile learning, and Freeman talked about online universities. And Grish somewhere pointed that the problem exists not only in developing or developed nations, but everywhere. So this is how the delivery channels were decided. First being the community-based, wherein we have community education centers in city as well as villages. We organize cyber literacy seminars because ratio of cyber literacy in India is just 2 to 4% as per the records. So this is how a community education center looks like, wherein a live video is being played, which is a video lecture, and all the students are taking on the classes. This is in a remote village places where we don't have teachers. You go to Jaisalmer and Barmer area, 45 to 50 degree of Celsius temperature. You won't find teachers there. Another delivery channel that was thought about was school partnershiping. 2 reasons. We don't have teachers? Okay, we provide you the complete content, which is exactly same as a teacher teaching the class. Second thing, flipping the classroom concept. Flipping the classroom refers here that you have all lectures, study material available in front of you, and student comes prepared next day to the classroom. Then the franchise partners for creating and generating entrepreneurs who can set up the enterprises for the villages, just like we talked about in Karnataka or Rajasthan or any place. Then individual user is always having laptops, tablets and everything. So they can access on their own. All material is available at one click. And especially for rural India, Hindi medium was developed because North India has maximum population of Hindi speaking. Moving forward, the networking power were utilized. We are happy to say that we could actually increase GDP of India. Unused or people who are not able to contribute in the mainstream were joined, like the teachers, qualified housewives, retired people who have vast experience. So the work culture given to them was work from home, at your own timings. Your expertise area you are going to contribute. 1 hour, 2 hour, any number of hours you can, at your own time. Then a special section of chat over chai sessions were there, wherein from a city, whatever are the experts associated with us, they meet up once in a week, just like we have for the entrepreneurs, the same way, chat over chai sessions for educators to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Future is very simple. We wish to make it an online university in next 5 years, multiple languages, courses, and everything. Time is out, and here are my support requests from everyone. The challenge is like electricity is not there in villages. How do we take this forward? Alternative energy sources, if anyone from the international audience can suggest. Internet connectivity and bandwidth to run all these things. Video buffering. Security of the content in the DRM. Some servers for huge video data from K-12 to professional in all segments. And the last question, how to become a web-based university, wherein Girish also raised up the question of, and Freeman also told about recognition of the courses that you're delivering. So, your questions, queries, everything welcome.